So in order to be a Sith, you have to look bad. You gotta look like that.
I mean, it's like, look at the lightsabers. Like, oh, the bad guys are red, the good guys are blue and green.
But there's gotta be some type of like a ground that's like, yo, I don't want to look
obvious.
Yeah, I don't want to look fucking like. I see what they do to white people. If you're a Sith, you look fucking pale as shit. So what they gonna do? Just make me look like purple and shit, look all dead and stuff. I don't want to look like that. I just want to look at a regular person, just a regular ass person, and be a bad guy. You know, like steal candy from babies, chop off motherfuckers' hands and shit like that. When they chopped off that lady Karen, that alien Karen's hand, when she like, hey, you don't have no jurisdiction here. Get the fuck out of here. Get that shit out of here. Oh, I started laughing, man. You don't got no jurisdiction.
The episodes so far definitely have a lot of fan service. You see the toy that Obi-Wan left for Luke Skywalker in episode 4. You see Luke Skywalker going like this, like playing with that same toy. We see the return of Bail Organa, played by Jimmy Smits. So a lot of good fan service. It seems like the story is going to be really interesting. At the end, spoiler alert, at the end of episode 2, you see the return of Darth Vader and Obi-Wan finding out that Darth Vader is actually still alive, or Anakin is still alive. So I'm really interested. I'm really interested.
He doesn't know. He wouldn't know who the fuck Darth Vader is, would he? Because he didn't get that. Darth Vader didn't get that name until Obi-Wan already.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna put 2 and 2 together. Supposedly they fight again.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're gonna fight again. So obviously he's gonna tell him.
There's some controversy with that because Obi-Wan in episode 1 said, not episode 1.
In episode 4.
In episode 4, he said, "Oh, man, I haven't fought you ever since I whooped your ass on that fucking volcano rock." Yeah. The first 2 episodes were pretty good. The big bad, I forgot her name. I like her drive because I'm a fan of somebody who's their whole thing. The only reason why
Reva.
The only reason why they are they're angry is because they feel like they're at a disadvantage. Because remember, like one of the Grand Inquisitors said that we found you and you were nothing, and now you're trying to like be more than what we are. It says you stay in your place kind of shit. So she's out here like she's gonna kill all these motherfuckers, which sucks because I thought that guy with the guy with the beast heads, I thought he was gonna fight Obi-Wan, but I mean it's cool. Just like Highlander,
I'm excited to see. So O'Shea Jackson, Ice Cube's son, is on the series, and they haven't revealed what his character is going to be.
Is it a bounty hunter?
I don't know, but I'm excited to see that.
What about the comic relief of Kumail Nanjiani? Of him thinking that does he not believe in Jedis? Does he believe in Jedis? What's his deal?
He's another one that I feel like he plays the same person. Yo, it was like I was watching an episode of Silicon Valley as soon as I saw it. He was just like, I'm going to do the jokes and I'm going to talk like this. And,
Was that a Bagman? I'm the Jedi that you're looking for, yeah.
But I did think that was a clever thing. The fact that he's a con artist, trying to show people like, oh no, I'm the last living Jedi, I'll help you out, but you just gotta pay me. And he's just using illusions, tricks, magnets to make people believe that he's this Jedi, and he's really not doing much. That's interesting because you would think, like, did these Jedi just disappear off the face of the earth? And like, no, obviously someone's gonna abuse the system and try to like trick people into it. So I thought that was interesting.
It gives Jedis their it makes sense why people are mistrusting of Jedis, rather than it being like, oh, they just disappeared and nobody can see a Jedi. There'll be people who are faking that they are Jedis to get money from people. It makes sense. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I mean, the whole thing is pretty cool. It seemed like nobody, like Obi-Wan, just didn't want to help anybody, and he just wanted to keep to himself and watch over Luke Skywalker. That's it.
Another thing, the show Andor is supposed to be coming out. Andor is the character from Rogue One.
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be in the same time period as this show. So I think eventually Obi-Wan and the Andor show are going to intertwine a little bit, and you may see some cameo appearances. And
because that planet that they were on, where Obi-Wan went to go get Princess Leia, I think is that the same planet that he was on in Rogue One? Yo, I tell you one thing, Rogue One just seems like there was not a cast on Star Wars that was loved more than Rogue One. Like, I'm talking about new class more than Rogue One.
Bro, Rogue One, honestly, I think from favorite to worst, I think Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie, and then Rogue One.
Yeah, because Rogue One was just good. And to be honest, I didn't think everybody was gonna die, but it helped. It fucking helped. That movie was just, from beginning to end, it was just good.
And to me, that was the only movie that felt like Star Wars than any other Star Wars movie. Like you have the original trilogy, and then you have that one. Even the new sequel trilogy doesn't feel like Star Wars like Rogue One did. Rogue One, it's like they got the point. They understood the beats and how to really make it feel like Star Wars. And
it's so fucking good, man. Come thinking about it now, like when Rogue One came out, Riz Ahmed was on the HBO show
The Night of
just finished, so everybody was like all about him. Then he comes out in Rogue One, so it's like, oh shit, let's go watch this fucking movie. Then his part is not that big, but it is fucking important. That's the reason why they got the goddamn name. And everybody who was on that fucking
everybody delivered.
Everybody fucking delivered. Even though some people were mad, I was one of them, mad that they were showing clips that were not in the movie, that was in the trailer, where what's this guy name? Orson Krenrick was walking on the platform, and then you just see a fucking rebel ship pop up in front of him, and I'm getting excited. That shit never happened in the goddamn movie. Yeah. It never happened in the movie, which would have been dope if it did, but it didn't.
Yeah, there was a lot of production issues with that movie and a lot of rewrites, and they had to go back because they submitted the movie, the executives checked it out and didn't like it, and they had to reshoot some stuff. And I'm really interested to see what that original version was supposed to look like.
Oh hell yeah, man! Because that movie was just like, it was surprisingly good. I knew that it was, when I'm about to watch a Star Wars movie, my disbelief that it's going to be a bad movie is not high. I'm thinking that it's probably just going to be good. At worst, it's going to be good. This movie was just like, this movie was great. It was such a good movie to watch, and I knew that it was going to be. I had a feeling that it might be. I was leaning more towards good when somebody said that. Oh, it's going to be just like Black Hawk Down, but in Star Wars. I'm like, nah, you fucking for real? So yeah,
it's a war movie. Like, it really is a war movie. Like,
movie.
To me, it felt like more like Vietnam.
Yeah,
like when they were traveling through the jungles. It reminded me of like the movie Platoon.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But I think this movie showed everyone, like, bro, you can make a good Star Wars movie and it has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. Like,
fuck them Skywalkers, fuck them Jedis. Just give me my goddamn movie with bounty hunters, some fucking gambling debts, and some fucking some rich motherfuckers who need to put out bounties on people. That's it. That's all I need. I don't need no Jedi. I don't need no Force or any of that stuff. You can talk about it, but don't show me. Don't show me the Force. Because what's this other guy's name? Donnie Yen was in the movie. He was the closest thing that we got to a Jedi. Yo, he did more Jedi. He did more dope Jedi shit than anybody in the new fucking Star Wars movies. That whole, I'm one with the Force was in me. Man, people were shouting that goddamn saying for months after this movie. And he didn't even have to wave a goddamn lightsaber. This dude was just a dope-ass blind dude who just fucks with Jedis. I just fuck with him. That's it. That's his whole thing. I just fuck with Jedis, man. You don't fuck with him? Hey, then fuck you, man. I got this long-ass pole for you. And he was just putting in the work. Loved it. You don't need no goddamn Jedis in order to make a great fucking Star Wars movie.
So they announced the next Star Wars movie is going to be directed by Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what that's going to be like.
You don't think that he's getting a little, he's out there too much?
It's too much?
Maybe, no.
But I agree. So, no.
Not-
I actually think the same way you think. I think, and this happens all the time, not just in movies, whenever you get too much of one thing, it gets diluted and then it just kind of like fizzles out on its own. Taika Waititi, when he came out with What We Do in the Shadows, we was like, yo, who is this guy? And then he started making shows and movies, and like now it's like everybody's on this train, this Taika train. And then of course what he did with Thor Ragnarok, people were like, all right, I'm on board. You may be right. It may this is gonna set our expectations so high, and then when we see it, we may say like, nah, this is too goofy. Like it may happen.
It may not even be a hit on him. It's probably gonna be like, his name is so anonymous with good stuff. People are automatically gonna blame like the productions. They're gonna blame the producers. They're gonna blame Disney for sticking their nose into Taika Waititi shit while he's just being creative. And I don't know, man. I'm happy that he's doing it because everything that he touches seems to turn to gold. But then I would hate to find out that shit just falls gold. Yeah. Like one of his shits. Like, wait a minute, that gold that you used to have, it don't shine as bright as it used to. So this thing right here, I have to say this is a guaranteed bona fide L. But I am happy that he's doing that. But what kind of Star Wars movie is going to be in this universe?
Hopefully, this is not going to have to do with the Skywalkers. Supposedly, the Skywalker saga is now done. Maybe this is going to take place in another different galaxy. I hope so. I don't know. I have no idea what the story is going to be about. But I think they need to start bringing in filmmakers that are they're really good at telling stories. That's it. That's all they got to do. J.J. Abrams, I'm sorry, but he's not the best at telling stories. He likes to just remix stories that have already been told. His first Star Wars movie was basically a New Hope remixed.
His first Star Trek movie
was Star Trek was remake.
The remake of the Star Trek franchise.
He's not good at telling original stories.
It was a reboot remake.
Yeah.
How do you do that? J.J. Abrams know how.
But I think they need to definitely bring in David Fincher. David Fincher, when he was young, actually worked on Return of the Jedi. He was one of the special effects artists. They need to bring in Brad Bird. I think Brad Bird, the fact that he hasn't done more geek material movies shocks me. The only thing he's done was so far was The Incredibles and The Iron Giant. But I think if you were to bring him in, he's a huge Star Wars nerd. He'll definitely pay tribute and actually make it like Rogue One. And they should bring back the guy that directed Rogue One. They should bring him back and give him a couple more Star Wars movies to make.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait. The guy who made Rogue One.
He did Godzilla.
He's the one who showed the Halo drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that guy in. But you just brought up David Fincher. And you want to talk about Love, Death, and Robots? The third season?
Yes, I completely forgot.
The third fucking
season? Best season so far in Love, Death, and Robots is this season.
Yeah. Netflix gave us 2 fucking bangers in 2 weeks. And they're
delivering.
Love, Death, and Robots? Oh my God. Yo, I rewatched that third season, numerous times. Episodes. The last episode of this season with
that siren?
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
I'm still trying to figure out the cinematography because it was so good that I was like, is this real or is this CGI? Like, it's so good.
I think it's real. I think it's real, but I think they painted over it. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's like they shot it real, but then what they did was just like they added things to it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not real. I could be wrong.
So out of all the episodes, was that your favorite one? The one with the siren?
Let me see.
Because the one with the giant crab was really good.
That one was amazing.
And that was the one that David Fincher directed.
That's the one that he directed. Nah, was Siren one my favorite one? I want to say yes, because I can't think of anything other than that.
It was
one.
beautiful too, like visually.
God, it was beautiful as hell. Because, like, even metaphorically, it was beautiful. Like the fact that she was screaming, all the people, all the dudes just started like killing each other to get to her, but they couldn't touch her. But this guy who was death only wanted her for her gold. It's like, oh, I don't want her for the reasons that you want her, but I want her for my own. So then when he finally got her, he took all the gold from her, brought her back to where she was, and then he got the, so her siren thing couldn't work on him. With the gold that he got from her, he got the ability to hear again. So he got something from her. But that ability to hear made you go insane just like the people who did before. So you're just like everybody else. It's that same fucking story with you know how when we say, oh, you're just like every other guy. It's like, yeah, you're just like every other woman. Boom. It's like, yeah, that's exactly it. Everybody's just the fucking same. We all want something, don't know what it is, but whatever it is that you want, it's the equivalent to somebody else wanting something different, totally different, same kind of fucking ways. And that, I was like, yo, this shit is fucking good. Not really sure if that was the story behind it, but that's what I got from it, and that was fucking good. That story was good. The one about the alien and the guy who was in space going to actually, you know, I didn't understand how that story ended. Most of these fucking stories I want more of. The fucking miniature zombies.
Oh my god,
that was.
I laughed so hard because it was so interesting. Like, how would a zombie apocalypse look like from a distance? And it's just like it's like seeing like millions of ants or termites devouring everything, and it was so funny. I have a feeling, I have a prediction. The three robots, the comedic one. Mm-hmm. I think they're gonna get their own spin-off because that's becoming like everyone's favorite. The comedic one.
Has this been the third time they've come back?
I think so. Yeah.
This has been the third time they've come back.
I think they're eventually gonna get their own show.
The exit strategy, that was pretty cool. Bad Traveling, that was the one with the crab, the fucking killer crab that got the taste for human blood. So now it wants to kill. Bro, the thing that was crazy about it is like I didn't think the first time I watched it, I didn't think that guy was a good guy. I thought he was the bad guy and the crew were the good guys. Yeah. But then at the end of that short, spoiler alert, you find out that he said when he said that everybody picked X, meaning like everybody wanted to go to that village and have everybody killed. He was the only person who wanted to go to the remote island that didn't have anybody and then just fight the fucking creature. I'm like, oh my god. So this dude had a plan from jump to be the voice of reason, the voice of like the good guy in this whole fucking thing. Did not know that shit. That was a good fucking story. The very pulse of the machine with the woman who crashed her space SUV and then she was dragging the body, but she was on morphine and shit. Mm-hmm. That was a good visually. That one was like amazing to watch. Night of the Mini Dead. That was good. That was the one that we were just talking about. Kill Team Kill.
Was that the bear?
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
My god, bro, that one was way too fucking funny. I loved every minute of that shit. That one was really, really good. The gore in that one was like over the fucking top. It was I really enjoyed that one.